Vipers Voices from the Dubai International Stadium at the end of the fourth match of the DP World ILT20 season for the Desert Vipers, and it's a fourth win. The Vipers remain the only side in the tournament yet to taste defeat, and this was a thoroughly impressive performance. A 53-run win over the Abu Dhabi Night Riders. The Vipers batting first, made 193 for 5. Alex Hales, the top scorer, with 58. And then the Abu Dhabi Night Riders were bowled out for 140. A thoroughly impressive display with the ball for the Vipers, but also in the field. There were some tremendous catches taken. And just to give you an indication of how good the fielding was, Luke Wood ended up as player of the match for his role in 4 catches. It was absolutely incredible. There were some brilliant boundary efforts, and the man alongside me took a pretty good effort on the boundary as well. On top of that, he took 3 wickets. Nathan Sowter, thank you so much for joining us here on Vipers Voices, and the mood in the camp after this victory must be absolutely cock-a-hoop.
Yeah, we're flying, so it's a great start to the tournament. I think from where last year we only managed 4 victories, so to be 4 from 4 and sitting top of the table, going into another 2 games in 3 days, so I think we're in a good spot.
Let's go through the match bit by bit, starting with the toss, and the decision was made to bat first. What was the thinking there? It was a used pitch. I think it was the same pitch that was used by the Vipers a couple of days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously being a day game, I think we thought the best time to bat would be in the first innings, and hopefully the wicket will get a little bit worse as the game went on, which I don't think it particularly did. I think the wicket was quite good throughout the whole game. But yeah, I think that was around thinking, just maybe have a bat, and then we had a few spinners in the side today. I think we used 4 spinners and just try to suffocate them in the middle.
Yeah, that was an interesting selection, wasn't it? There was yourself, there was Dhruv Parashar, and on top of that, Dan Lawrence, and of course Wanindu Hasaranga as well. You must have enjoyed bowling with the other 3.
Yeah, it's obviously really nice. It's always good when you've got a few spinners, because it tends to go one way or the other way. So if one bowls well, the other one might get a few wickets, or vice versa. You might end up on the bad end of a few big shots, which ended up being the case today. So it happens, and I think with the other 3 that we had in the team, everyone did an exceptional job today.
And Dhruv took the new ball. It was his debut for the Vipers today, even though he's been involved with the side all the way back to season 1. How did you think he went in particular?
Yeah, impressed straight away. He got into his work quite quickly. Obviously would have been a little bit nervous there bowling in the power play, but it was nice. We had a nice little total on the board, so he could settle into the game quite nicely, and I think he showed his worth today.
And what about 193 for 5? That was the score that the Vipers made. Where did you see that at the halfway stage? Did you think that was a pass score?
Yeah, the chat around the group was we would have been happy with 180, so I felt like we're probably just a bit over that, a pass score. The wicket seemed a little bit slow and low, and obviously it didn't really change throughout the game. It still stayed quite low and was a bit slow, but if you did miss full, you did go the journey. So it was all round pretty good wicket today, I think.
Let's talk about the fielding, because there were some exceptional catches taken today. One that sticks in the mind was Luke Wood on the boundary, catching the ball above the boundary rope, flicking it back to David Payne. That was the key wicket of Andre Russell. He ended up as player of the match for his role in 4 catches. Absolutely remarkable that.
Yeah.
What do you make of it?
That was incredible. I think we practiced them before warm-up. We're trying to just do them magic moments, and moments like that change games. So I think it was hats off to Woody. I think he works hard on that, and he got the rewards today, and thoroughly deserved the player of the match.
In terms of the bowling performance, 140 all out for the Abu Dhabi Night Riders. A good performance with the ball?
Yeah, I think everyone did their job. I think obviously you can tidy up a few areas. Probably myself near that one over, just letting it slip a little bit. But yeah, I think we had truly won that game by that stage as well. So just still executing for myself, and I think the boys, same up top, just maybe executing a fraction better. We've still got more in the tank, I think.
Apart from that one over where Jason Holder got after you, but that was really after the game was dead and buried. He didn't have any pressure on him at all. How did you think you bowled?
Obviously, yeah, I would like to have bowled a bit better. Didn't didn't feel as good as it can be at times. But I think I bowled better in Abu Dhabi and got no rewards, and then tonight you get 3 when you don't bowl that well. So the game's quite fickle and doesn't really make sense some days. But you take the wickets and you move on to the next game, and if you get another opportunity to do the same job again, just try to execute a little bit better, and wicket to wicket some days, and we cracked the game open. So that was probably the plus I'll take out of today.
And one of the wickets you got was Laurie Evans, caught by Tanish Suri standing up to the stumps. Laurie reviewed that one. What was all that about?
Yeah, it was interesting. I think he was shocked that he got beaten on the outside edge, to be honest with you. I think I told him after the game he's probably the only man in the world that's been caught behind off me on the outside edge. So, no, it was just a little tickle. There wasn't much of a noise. It was a lovely take from Tanish.
And, of course, in addition to the 3 wickets that you took, the catch you took on the boundary, which set things going when you caught Phil Salt in the very first over, the other crucial thing you did was running out Joe Clark at the non-striker's end after he'd blazed his way to a half century and was looking good for the Night Riders.
Yeah, he was playing very nicely. Yeah, he started off really well, and I was just a bit lucky. I tried to pick it up and it went on the stumps, to be honest with you. I obviously had a little knock on my fingers. I was trying to keep that out of the way and it kind of hit the outside of my hand and went on the stumps. So some days it just goes your way, like them first 2 overs did. They went my way, and then probably the back end 2 overs. It's funny how the game turns so quickly. So it keeps you level with the game of cricket, and hopefully we can move on to the next game and make it 5 from 5.
Yeah, talk to us about your little finger on your right hand. I think just before you came on to bowl, you got a little bit of a knock on there. What happened?
Oh yeah, I just dived for the ball, and again probably should have stopped it, and it just split me for some reason. So yeah, it's a bit sore now, but I'm sure a bit of ice and a bit of TLC, it'll be right.
4 wins from 4. You mentioned it at the outset of our chat this evening, as many wins as the Vipers managed in the whole of last season. Now 5 wins were enough to get a playoff place last season. What's the thinking in the dressing room at this stage?
I think obviously you want to keep winning. You keep the foot on the throat, as they say, and keep going, driving towards that playoff anyway. So obviously it'll come more into fruition after these 6 games, and I think we have a 2-day break. So I think if we can go into that break as 6 from 6, then it sets up nicely we can control our own destiny and hopefully finish in that top 2 places. I think we'd be quite disappointed now if we didn't finish in that top 2.
Absolutely, and of course top 2 means you get 2 bites at the cherry to qualify for the final. 1 plays 2, and then the loser of that game plays the winner of 3 against 4, whereas the winner of 1 against 2 goes straight into that final. So it's very important to try and get into the top 2 positions. And of course, Nathan, today was the sustainability match for the Desert Vipers. You're dressed in green, all the players dressed in green. There was a sea of green in the stands as well. Your thoughts on the sustainability match? It's the 2nd year that it's been staged by the Vipers.
Yeah, it's obviously a great way to show the awareness of what the franchise is trying to do. So yeah, it was great to be out there today and playing the game, and it was great to see people in the crowd getting involved and bringing their old kit and wearing the green kit. So it's just little things that we can only do to try to make awareness around what's going on, and I think the Vipers are doing great things around that.
Vipers Voices and some extra content for you this time. It's after the game against the Abu Dhabi Night Riders, a 53-run win for the Desert Vipers. But significantly as well, this has been the Desert Vipers sustainability match, the 2nd season that the Vipers have used a home match for this purpose, to highlight the issues that the franchise is trying to highlight. And I've got Phil Oliver, the CEO of the Desert Vipers, alongside me. Phil, thanks so much for being with us. The sustainability match, a happy day as far as the team is concerned, a great win, 53 runs. Has it been a great day for the Vipers, all told, in terms of highlighting the issues?
Yeah, thanks, Brian. We talk about winning on and off the field, and it's wonderful we're winning on the field. 4 in a row is a fantastic feeling. But yeah, we are winning off the field as well. Today has all been about raising awareness of what we're doing on our sustainability journey and trying to bring others with us on that. And it's very much about being green. So it's great to see green across the board. It really is the theme of the day. And it really kicked off with an early start outside of the fan zone. We had lots of kids in to do a special wake and shake, which involved getting active and doing some activities with our sustainability impact partner Carrefour with their Choose Better campaign. So that was a great fun start to the day, lots of energy with kids outside, an opportunity for them to drop off old kit and understand some issues around reuse and reduce and recycle, because that's the key message we're trying to get across. And then it moved into the stadium, where we can see the players playing in their green kit, the LED boards turning green, the presentation of the blue water bottle to the opposing captain. So it's just making it a more visible and tangible representation of what we're doing, and a celebration. And we think we're making a difference, and it's brilliant that we can highlight that. We've had lots of sustainability specialists with us today, especially invited for the day, who've spent some time with the team in the Grand Lounge. Lots of the guests in the hospitality areas are green-focused businesses and partners of ours, and it's brilliant to see it all come together on this very special day. So it's really exciting, but we know there's a lot more to do, and we think by raising awareness and trialling new things, which we're doing in the stadium in terms of adding even more recycling bins, awareness around food menus, all the issues that we're trying to look at, we know we can do even more.
Last season, as I mentioned, was the first season. Have you seen progress between the two seasons in terms of awareness, but also in terms of recognition for what the Vipers are doing?
Yeah, there's tangible recognition. We were delighted to be shortlisted for some local awards, thanks to the very hard work of our sustainability lead, Ben Hardy-Jones, and indeed everyone across the team. So that was nice to get that, but we're not there for awards. Hopefully the ones on the field, maybe. But yeah, that's been nice. But it's really what we've done locally in the schools programme, the community programmes, and just how they've taken off. We've been into many schools and I think interacted with over 12,000 kids over the last 12 months. And sustainability and these issues aren't just about climate change. That's of course very important. Our practices around removing single-use plastic. It's the wellness and health element we know is so important. So to see that develop locally has been really rewarding, and as I say, that's been a big part of the day. So there is real change happening. There's always more to do, and I think we'll have this chat next year and see how it's accelerated even more.
And Phil, I can't let you go without asking you, 4 from 4, an excellent win against the Abu Dhabi Night Riders today, which really puts a tin lid on the whole day in terms of the sustainability match. You must be absolutely thrilled. It was a frustrating season last season, failure to get into the playoffs, but this term, well, the side's absolutely flying, isn't it?
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we have a great feeling around, and there's just that little thing that makes it feel a bit special this year. But you know, I'm just going to parrot the line you've probably heard from a few people. It's look after the small things and one game at a time. But yeah, watching a performance like that, it's pleased to feel so excited about it. And let's see what the next game brings. It's only 2 days away, quick turnaround, but you know, it's great that we've been lucky in green again.
Absolutely. Well, Phil Oliver, thanks so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to chat with you here on
Thanks, Brian.
Vipers Voices. And of course, we've got that next game for the Vipers in a couple of days' time, and we'll bring you all the reaction to that.